The Osmo Pocket 3 is an amazing camera, but if you pair it with this, it just got even better. Let's do an unboxing and see what's inside. Let's go. So pretty much, all right, let's get this out. Good. So as soon as you open the package, guys, you're greeted with the installation guide. You have a barcode. So it's the installation guide right there. You have a barcode on the back right there. And you have a nice Velcro pouch. I guess this is where you can store the Movmax arm. So let's put this to the side. And now we have the actual device itself. The packaging is pretty simple, nothing crazy if you ask me. And let's take these off. This is what you're going to be using right here. This is what we're going to be using for the suction cup. So whenever it goes on the car or whatever surface you're going to use this on, you press this in until this red line right here disappears. All right, and pretty simple setup. Good. Let's see. All right, cool. So the arm is like that. Let's tighten it a little bit more. So the one thing you will notice, guys, is it goes to a certain point, then it stops. So what you do is you actually pull this forward, bring it up, then you can tighten once more, and then it is pretty locked in right there. And as you can see, that's the arm right there. Let me bring this down. Okay, so once we have it like this now, you can see that's pretty good. And if you look right here, these are the counterweights right here. All right, these are the counterweights. And from what I've understand so far is that if you're using just the dummy part of the bottom piece for the Osmo Pocket 3, you're gonna need both plates on here. But if you're going to be using the battery, which is the extended battery, what you do, you take this off like so, and then you remove this plate. I think this is 100 grams and this is 50 grams if I'm not mistaken. I'll put the correct information on the screen just in case I'm mistaken, because there's no instruction manual inside the box itself. All right, so let's put this back on. I'm actually using the Pocket 3 right now to kind of record my B camera to get this footage right here. All right, so let's do a little test just to see how well the suction is. What you do is you remove the covering off of the suction cap, right, like so. And then you put it down on whatever surface. Make sure that the surface is clean, dust free. And all you do, you're gonna press. So the red line right here, as you can see, has disappeared. Let's try to see if we can actually lift this up. Wow, that is pretty strong, guys. It's almost like lifting the table, which I think is pretty good. So if you're concerned whether or not this is going to fall off the car, I don't think it will. I think it'll be quite okay. So what you do now is there's a little tab right here that you just pressed. You press both tabs and it removes, you should remove, let's see. You press both tabs, oh, good. So if you look right here, there's a tab here and there's one more here. So when you need to remove it, all you do, you hold both sides like so. See if I can show you guys. You press it together and you'll see that this comes all the way out. So this is not a car surface, but it's a relatively smooth surface, and you can see how well it actually holds. Let's do another test. I'm going to actually see if I can actually lift the table up while I'm holding this together. So I'm going to put it in one more time. I'm going to press. Good, so the line has disappeared. Let's see if it's coming out. Let's do one more just to make sure. All we're gonna do now is try to lift the table. and the table is lifted. And this has to weigh a good amount. This should be at least 20 pounds or more, I think, this table. So that's pretty good. If I can actually lift a table using just this. So that's pretty good, guys. So if you're concerned, this is definitely going to hold down your Osmo Pocket 3. So the next part of this now, let me just remove this off the table. The next part of this now is, as you can see, this is the actual mount in terms of the orientation that you're going to be using, where you're going to have the Osmo Pocket 3 pointing this way, or you can actually loosen this and reverse how it is pointing down. For most people I've seen where they say that it's actually better if you actually have the orientation done based on how the gimbal is actually designed, because this is only an up and down motion for this actual gimbal, and I think it's a better idea to have it like this. The next thing too now, guys, is if you look under here, this is your tensioner. So if you screw this part, if you move this and screw it closer to the spring, you're definitely going to have a lot more tension. If you screw it the opposite direction, which is going this way, you're definitely going to have least amount of tension. So this is where you're going to actually play with it. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to leave it in the standard right now, just so I can actually test it out. So guys, I'm actually going to take it out to the car. I want to actually set it up and actually, you know, see what it's like actually using it and driving. I'm actually going to use my phone to actually control the Osmo Pocket 3 as well from the car. So I will try to do more of a frontal view for you guys, so you can actually see me from the outside in. I'll see how best the glare, because I'm going to use the freewheel filters for this. More than likely the circular filters, I'm going to use those so I can get rid of some of the reflection in the glass of the car. And also I'm going to try to do a rear shot as well as maybe a side shot. So I'll see how best I can do the orientation for you guys, just to kind of give you guys a basic understanding of how it looks and feel. But if you guys would like to see how the setup is, this is the video for you guys. So stay tuned for more. So the first thing I need to do is I need to wipe down the surface of the car so that the suction cap can get a real hold onto the metal. So I'm just using a basic wipe right now. The car is a little dirty. All right, so that's pretty much dry. So for this setup, I have turned the reverse on, this right here. So I'm going to put it back into its default orientation, since I'm going to have it mounted to the front of the car. I think that's a better bet. Okay, good. All right, let's set this up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get it situated. So I think we'll have a pretty good hold based on not seeing the red ring. I'm just gonna get out the Osmo Pocket 3. All right, so like I mentioned before, I'm gonna use the extender without the battery. And because I'm using that, guys, is I don't need to take off any of the weights on the actual arm itself. So I'm just going to turn this towards me, put it like so. And the next thing I need to do now, guys, I'm going to add a freewheel filter. I'm going to use the circular polarizer. I'm going to use the ND polarizer, the 8. For now, just to see, because it's not really that bright. It's kind of overcast right now. So guys, whenever you're putting on the filter onto the camera's lens, I tend to have my Osmo Pocket 3 turned off. That way I don't put any force on the motor. All right, cool. So now I'm just going to turn it on. So it's now on, guys. All right, so it's now set up facing me. I'm actually seeing the car, it's actually seen in front of me. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna connect to the gimbal with my phone. All right, so I'm now connected. I'm just looking to see what it looks like. All right, so right now it's saying it's a bit bright and I have the 8 on there. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch it out from the 8 to the 16. All right, so that's looking a lot better now. My EV is at 0. All right, so everything looks good. There's no blown out highlights. I'm still kind of getting my sky. Let me record so you guys can actually see what's happening. So I'm just going to record. So right now I'm recording, guys, and you can actually see my foreground, how it is. I'm going to flip it towards me now, and you can kind of see me from the outside. You can see the front of the car. You're not going to really see me yet until I kind of drive out and get some sunlight on my face. But so far, it looks pretty good. So I'm just going to rotate back to the street, and we're going to do our first road test. So far so good, guys. I'm going about 20 miles and it's not doing too bad. Looking pretty good, guys. I'm really liking it so far. It looks pretty steady. I mean, there are some micro jitters which you definitely can't get away from, but so far so good. We're going, and the arm is not moving as much because it's a pretty smooth road, so it's not really doing any great movements per se. So tell me what you guys think. The Movmax is a fantastic device, and paired with the Osmo Pocket 3, which are an amazing camera already, it just makes it even more better. I love the fact that you don't have to think of carrying a camera like this. You can just carry your Osmo Pocket 3 with the Movmax, and you can get a lot of beautiful footage on your trips. And if you're someone, like I mentioned, if you're someone that enjoys doing any kind of travels to exotic location, long journeys on beautiful roads with beautiful landscapes, this is definitely a perfect pair for you to have. So I would say get it if you're interested in stuff like that, and see how it goes for you, because in my small test it works fantastic. The suction the suction cup that works, that attaches to the car, is amazing. As you saw in my unboxing, it literally sucked. It was placed on my desk, and I could actually lift it up. So that's how strong the suction is. So try it out, see if you like it, and let me know. Check the descriptions below for links on where you can get this. It's not an affiliate link. You can just go there to purchase for yourself and see how you like it. If you like it, come back, let me know and tell me what you think. And if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know as well in the comment section below. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe and subscribe for more videos like this, and stay tuned. Peace.